I think if they tried to go for 60 with big open world stuff, then that would be at the expense of the high detail, cool interiors. And so I almost hope they don't go for Metroid Breath of the Wild. I hope they go for like amazing, beautiful, dense geometry that still gives you that kind of claustrophobic feeling that Metroid's pretty known for, honestly. I miss working for Nintendo. I miss working for people that will largely make sure that if there's a vision and a need for quality, that it's going to get to that place before people see it. Like we got to that place on Prime 1. It was a screaming awful crunch, but the game still only came out when it was going to be a great game. And that's what I think Metroid Prime 4 is going to be. I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know what you tell of that story. I mean, I imagine it's going to be like Silux or whatever, but I don't know what it's going to be, but I know they're not going to put it out and it's going to be bad. Like, it's going to be good, and hopefully it'll be surprising. And hopefully it'll be something that injects some really good new blood into the series. I know the people that are still at Retro love the IP and love everything about it, and everyone on there loves it. So I'm really, really optimistic as to what it's going to be.
So there's always going to be innovation. There's always going to be pushing the envelope and shaking things up, regardless of the IP. It was something that I was really I'm really curious to see what any additional movement to expand the Prime envelope in the formula for Prime 4, perhaps how that's received by the fan community. I was always kind of hoping for a chance to do more with the Galactic Federation in the Prime series, but it perhaps Prime 4 will have it.
And Metroid 4 will be great, right? Because a lot of the core designers and stuff on the team were guys who were there when I was there.
Yeah.
So they understand. They understand what a Metroid game is. It'll be great.
I love. There's a composer. I'm gonna butcher her name. It's Hildur Gudnadóttir from Iceland. She's probably best known for the work she did on Chernobyl, the TV miniseries.
Yes.
And that soundtrack blew me away when I heard that, because it's like it blurs the line between music and sound design. It's almost like music concrete, and where you're watching a scene and you hear this incredible otherworldly soundtrack that kind of blurs in with the sound design of the scene, and the two very much play off of each other. And I thought, like, how cool would it be if Metroid could go back to some of those original roots of from Metroid, the first game, with the Hip Tanaka soundtrack, and you did doing like a music concrete type score that was very experimental, that blurred the line between sound design and music. So like maybe go in a world where the music is all like recordings of like rocks broken down and processed, and maybe even the sound design could maybe even be used as source material for the composer to sort of break down those boundaries between sound design and music. I think that's a very interesting area. It's a very unexplored area in games that I think would fit the Metroid series very well.